Uganda.
Good morning, Uganda. It's a Monday, it's a new week, and one that is worth and worthy of being energized for as we look forward to a brand new week and, of course, fresh starts for every area in our lives. Welcome back from the weekend. And for you who follows and loves your Formula One, a tearful Lando Norris won his first Formula One Drivers' Championship by securing the third place he needed in the season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The 26-year-old took the title by 2 points from Red Bull's Max Verstappen, who won the race to take his 8th victory of the year, one more than the Briton and his McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri. Now, more of that detail will be coming through with definitely Ruben on JMU Sports. But for now, Good Morning Uganda has just started, and welcome to the show. My name is Julie F. Nantaba. I am with Robert Chirabo Nyonyitono and Joan Murunji, welcoming you aboard and asking you to tag along. Let's have a good ride. It's one that we promise you, and indeed it's one that you will achieve as you watch UBC TV this morning, being inspired as we come to you live from Uganda, Kampala, the capital city, right here at Nile Avenue. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Julie, and of course your stewardess, Joan and Moronji. Since you said it is an aircraft and the pilot is there, so I'm wondering, your co-pilot or the steward here is okay. You are saying nodding. Enough subtext. Good morning to you, our viewers. I hope you had a splendid weekend. For those of you who got some sad news or lost loved ones, we are saying it's so unfortunate, but we keep praying so that things get better. You know, life is never a smooth journey. But Mondays are fresh starts and infinite possibilities. So rise up and attack the week all the day with a lot of enthusiasm. I'm in a happy mood, Julie, nice. Because of our members of parliament. You know, right. The East African parliamentary games going on. They started on 5th December. That was Friday. And so they have won all their opening matches in volleyball, netball, and basketball plus football. Basketball for the women. And I couldn't believe, you know, the ladies seem so fit up to now. And I was like, oh, wow. But about that update, Ruben still will come in to let you know more about the sports business in Parliament.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Joan. And definitely looking forward to the detail of that. But let's hear from Robert. Good morning, Robert.
Lovely morning to you, Julie, and of course the usual criminal, Joan, and our viewer. Thank you very much for waking up with us every morning. I told you, you're seeing. Every morning, waking up and being ready to hear from us what is happening locally and internationally.
All right.
Now, I think I have two concerns. The first concern is how Ugandans drive.
Okay.
Of course. There's a saying from at least most of the foreigners I've interacted with, be it Africans, but coming to Uganda from other countries, they'll always say that driving in Uganda is such a sport.
Ugandans are so selfish. And if you want to know how selfish they are, you look at the way they drive. Over the weekend, I traversed some place, you know, if you're going to Kasanje and you pass along Entebbe Road, it's called Nakauka.
Yeah.
Now, the road was dusty, it is under construction, but some Ugandan was cruising in a village road and then ended up knocking a young boy, about 5 years. And it is so bad that it just took off, and you had to chase him. Run? Yes, but we had to chase him and say, whatever it takes, we shall get you.
Did you get him?
The road is back. And then because he had knocked someone, we noticed they are chasing him. The good thing is he rammed into a tractor where there is some construction happening. You know, these, I think it's the Japanese or something, they are working on that road.
Yeah.
Now, this person cruising like the greatest, I don't want to use the word I was going to say.
The F word.
But like the greatest, then rammed and had an accident, a serious one.
And he stopped.
And he stopped. And this child had to be taken to hospital. But the way he was driving, but I noticed it wasn't only him. This is a dusty road Ugandans drive. Some Ugandans drive.
Is it about only car owners or even the motorcyclists?
No, for the motorcyclists, we must excuse them. I think the border people have their issues. I don't even want to talk about them, because if you're to bring in borders, you may think they are all insane or they have spent so much, the wind has affected them and they don't coordinate very well. But some of us have used bikes for years and years, and we still drive properly and resonate very well. But for borders, you'll be shocked. So it is a holiday time.
It is.
Indeed.
Children are home. Some have gone to the villages because it is Christmas. When you're plying these routes, remember, anytime a child can pass by, please drive with respect to others. Don't expose your level of selfishness to us.
Robert, that is unfortunate, but also I have an issue with pedestrians at times. You know, the robot is green and someone is crossing because there is a zebra crossing.
Well, that's why we need education and sensitization on road furniture. Not everyone knows how to use the road furniture as it's supposed to be used. And indeed, as UBC, we look forward to bringing all of that to you so that at the end of the day, you're not only inspired, but you're also very well informed. Now, Robert, what do we have on the local scene?
Oh, I begin with campaigns as usual. Because that is now the news that Ugandans are very interested to know where their presidential candidates were and what they said.
And the weekend had quite a lot of activity.
And of course, some were benefiting. You know, these campaigns also have come with some bit of money. When you see many people moving with an MP, then at the end of the day, you meet them as they are closing business. Then they begin arguing for their money. And you're like, hey, I thought these were genuine people shouting, Chirabo, Chirabo. But at the end of the day, there is some payment they are requesting for.
Interesting. Take us away.
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the NRM national chairperson and presidential flag bearer, promised to improve road infrastructure in the Lango sub-region as campaigns intensify, addressing over 1,500 NRM leaders in Lango College in Lila City. Museveni said he would review proposals for enhanced eastern access, noting that communities like Namasale face unfair travel distance due to limited tarmac connectivity. The president was responding to concerns raised by NRM Chief Whip Hamsom Obua, who highlighted Lango's low tarmac road coverage, just 5%, and requested upgrades, including the Dokolo Bata Bakole route to boost trade, tourism, and regional accessibility. Museveni urged Lango to support NRM in 2026, citing the party's achievements in peace, infrastructure, and wealth creation. He also revealed ongoing discussions of possible monthly support to select grassroots leaders, but emphasized long-term empowerment through programs like Operation Wealth Creation and Parish Development Model. Religious leaders from all denominations have urged and joined voices to call on government to ensure peaceful elections at St. Andrew's Cathedral in Mbale. FDC presidential candidate Nathan Mafabi said police must focus on their mandate of maintaining law and order. Mafabi used the service to engage the congregation, solicit support, and popularize his manifesto among Christians. He expressed concern over police interference in their campaign rallies, stressing that every institution must respect its role in the election period. He also noted challenges on campaign trail, saying some vehicles in his convoy failed to reach scheduled venues in Bulambuli due to poor road network. Alliance for National Transformation presidential candidate General Mugisha Muntu, on his 4th day in West Nile sub-region, traversed Arua. Muntu urged the people of Madio, Kolo and Arua that the ant has the best alternative. General Muntu traversed Arua and Madio Kolo districts and asked the people of the two districts to focus on service delivery and good governance. It is alleged that in Arivu and Budondo, Urepi and Okafeka sub-county, people struggle to make ends meet. Residents express deep desire for a better life and need for better Uganda. Muntu assured the people of Madio, Kolo and Arua to trust him for presidency. Nurses are advocating for equal treatment and reconciliation alongside doctors, stressing that both professions are integral to deliver quality health care. Uganda Nurses and Midwives Union President Justus Chiprosh Plengat said that there is urgent need for nurses to recognize and be also having equal rights in the health care system. The Uganda Nurses and Midwives Union stepped up efforts to tackle challenges facing nurses and midwives nationwide. Addressing nurses at a workshop at Eruka Hotel Ntinda, the leaders, led by their president, highlighted the ongoing neglect of nurses. They noted that leadership roles and career opportunities are still largely dominated by doctors, stressing that nurses work alongside doctors and deserve equal recognition and improved welfare amid rising living costs. The union noted many qualified nurses remain unemployed due to limited opportunities and called for nurses to be recognized as professionals, not just assistant doctors, emphasizing their vital role in the health care. The union urged government to lift the ban on nurse exports, allowing legal overseas employment to reduce unemployment in the country. NOTU chairperson Okero Musa encouraged nurses and private facilities to join unions and protect their rights. Now, finally, from the local scene, a team from the Ministry of Health is touring Eastern Uganda to assess the situation of water, sanitation and hygiene facilities in schools and health centers. The visit is part of the Sanitation and Hygiene Fund, a 2-year project implemented by the Ministry of Health in partnership with Water for the People. The project aims to improve access for safe water, sanitation and hygiene through health education, awareness campaigns and the construction of modern inclusive sanitary blocks and mass hand washing facilities countrywide. The inspection team from the Ministry of Health traversed the districts of Buyende, Luka, Kamuri and Buyikwe. In Luka district, local leaders called for additional support, particularly in schools, to increase facilities and improve the students' abilities and facilitate the racial growth. In schools such as Iringa Primary School and Kakonge Primary School in Buyende West Constituency, in Buyende District, administrators reported that the newly installed facilities have significantly improved menstrual hygiene for the girls, increased students' enrollment, and reduced absenteeism and boosted academic performance. In some health facilities, it was also observed that in the time when the infrastructure was not there, students' absenteeism was high in the school. Health facilities which have benefited from the project reported improved hygiene standards, an increase in outpatient attendance, and better overall quality of healthcare service delivery. Now that brings us to the end of our local stories. Let the woman in red take us through what is trending internationally.
And of course, from our global coverage, we are beginning with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who dismissed the idea of stepping down from politics in exchange for a pardon. insisting he has no intention of leaving office during a joint press conference with the German Chancellor Friedrich Merz in Jerusalem on Sunday. Asked directly whether he would retire from political life in return for the closure of his corruption cases, Netanyahu replied simply, no. He later joked about the question, telling Merz, "They are very concerned with my future." Netanyahu also announced that Israel had nearly completed the first phase of the U.S. brokered Gaza peace plan. "We're almost there. We have one more hostage. This is Ran Gvili, a hero of Israel, to return here. And then we very shortly expect to move into the second phase, which is more difficult or equally difficult," he said. Pressed on the slow progress of hostage releases and the timeline for the second phase, Netanyahu said Israel was close to moving forward, but admitted unresolved issues remain, including the role of international peacekeeping forces and coordination within the United States. And on the sad note, a community in Atteridgeville near Pretoria was left traumatized on Saturday after gunmen stormed a hostel, killing at least 12 people in one of the region's deadliest mass shootings in recent years. Footage shows locals gathered outside the hostel as bloodstains, abandoned footwear, bottles and hearts lay scattered across the floor. Police tape hung beside the building as investigators combed the scene, with bullet casings visible in the grass. One local resident who helped pull victims from the rooms described the chaos moments after the attack as this: "I was the one who was in charge of taking them out. Some were under the bed, hiding. Some were dead. Some were still," he said, struggling to recount the scene. Relatives arrived at the scene only to discover that multiple members of the same family were among the victims. "Family, my nephews and my sisters. So it's still a trauma for us," one said. Police confirmed that 10 victims died at the scene, while 2 died in hospital, and a 12th succumbed to injuries on Saturday afternoon. Among the dead were a 12-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl. A large task team has now been deployed to track the attackers, who fled immediately after opening fire. Their motive remains unknown. And yes, still about Africa, Benin's Interior Minister Alassane Seydou announced that the country's armed forces had thwarted a coup attempt on Sunday during a video address in Cotonou. In the early morning of Sunday, December 7, 2025, a small group of soldiers staged a mutiny with the aim of destabilizing the state and its institutions, he said. Faced with this situation, Benin's armed forces, true to their oath, remained republican. Their counterattack kept control of the situation and thwarted the maneuver, he continued. Seydou also urged the public to go about their business as usual before concluding his message. This comes after a group of soldiers in Benin reportedly announced on a broadcast that President Patrice Talon had been removed from office, months ahead of the presidential election scheduled for April 2026. The soldiers also claimed all state institutions were dissolved and that Lieutenant Colonel Pascal Tigri was appointed president of the military committee. The French embassy said on social media that gunfire was reported at Camp Guezo, near the president's official residence in Cotonou. It looks like coups are taking place in West Africa almost every after 2 months.
Sad indeed. And also praying for South Africa. Gunshots are very prevalent, and quite a number of people are losing their lives due to gunshots in South Africa. I mean, as far back as the death of Lucky Dube gunshot, the rapper aka Gunshot. You know, gun attacks.
But
really
I think
sad.
also sometimes Africa, we must find a way. Some of the things that we see very strange, apart from the coups. But I was trying to look at statistics. Are you aware in the US almost every week we lose 100 blacks?
Due to gun violence.
Gun violence.
Sad indeed. Now,
and some of these are shot down by law enforcers. Some of them are shot down simply because they are black.
Okay.
So sometimes Africa, for our things, but they have a way they cover. It's only when you find statistics. And how I got this, I was speaking to a mother. She had come to church and she's in the US, and she told me, I don't sleep until my 16-year son is back in the house.
Well,
in the US.
Yes.
It's really sad to live under such tensions on a daily.
And
Anyways,
how peaceful Uganda is.
Robert, let's quickly have a look at what we have in the dailies. As time is against us, we have quite a lot for you in the dailies. The New Vision there, controversy as new power deal is halted. My goodness, Uganda. Anyways, bigwigs fighting to front companies. Now, First Lady warns youth against violence. And the picture there, Museveni promises to fix Rwenzori sub-region roads. Also, a Toto Festival climaxes with prizes, and Tax Tribunal upholds 18 billion shillings assessment against NBL. Quickly looking at what we have in the Daily Monitor, why are they covered? That is in regard to the events that took place in Gulu, a photo montage of National Unity Platform Party presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi being trailed by security officers in military pickups and with concealed registration plates in Kira municipality, Wakiso district last week. A man who was seen brutalizing opposition supporters in Gulu city at the weekend. And accountability security operatives on opposition presidential campaign trails have appeared masked and some of their vehicle number plates concealed, raising questions about their intentions. This actually made news quite a lot over the weekend and on the international scene. Now, UPDF General Colonels arrested in Air Force raid. My husband slept with our daughter and I'm yet to heal. I know, right? And looking at the East African, Trump, Ruto win big in Congo peace deal. That's a headline there. And relief for Africa in new AGOA proposal. Samia faces pressure from West over rights. Now, the picture there on the East African is a picture that's rather interesting. You know, they say a picture says 1,000 words. Ruto's handshake with Trump, body language, facial expression, rather a lot to say there. Anyways, looking at what we have in the Citizen, parents costly scramble to secure private school slots. That's a headline there in the Citizen. And government acts to ease holiday traffic congestion. Also matters your health, national, when men drink, women and children suffer. Tanzania charts urgent startup comeback after 2025 slowdown, and Bagamoyo port set to shake East Africa trade map. And finally, looking at what we have in the Daily Nation, how Russian agents lure Kenyans to war. Probe police are investigating 2 recruitment agencies luring Kenyans with the suspect offers. And it's high season for hotels, game parks and festive mood grips country. That also is something to look into in the Daily Nation. Now let's have a look at the Gazette as of the 5th of December 2025. Table of contents there, but some of the notices to pay heed to all to whom these presents may come. Be it known that on the 24th day of October 2025, Kafuko John Paul, an advocate of the High Court, has been appointed to be a commissioner for oaths under the above-mentioned Act, for so long as he continues to practice as such advocate, and the commission is not revoked, given under the hand of the Chief Justice Alphonse Chigamoy Owenyidolo as of the 24th day of October 2025. Also be it known that on the 24th day of October 2025, Akankunda Salima, an advocate of the High Court, has been appointed to be a commissioner for oaths under the above-mentioned Act for so long as she continues to practice as such advocate, and the commission is not revoked, still given under the hand of the Chief Justice Alphonse Chigamoy Owenyidolo, and as of the 24th day of October 2025. And finally, be it known that on the 10th day of September 2025 at Haire Brillian, An advocate of the High Court has been appointed to be a commissioner for oaths under the above-mentioned act for so long as she continues to practice as such, and advocate on the commission is not revoked, given under the hand of the Chief Justice, Alphonse Chigamoy Owunyidolo, as of the 10th day of September 2025. And that brings us to the end of what we have in the dailies and all the stories and updates. This morning, let's have a short break with some music from Israel Mbonye. When we get back, we're having a conversation on matters agriculture and industrialization. 0709602592. Good morning.
Live from UPC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Good morning, Uganda. It's a Monday, it's a new week, and one that is worth and worthy of being energized for as we look forward to a brand new week and, of course, fresh starts for every area in our lives. Welcome back from the weekend. And for you who follows and loves your Formula One, a tearful Lando Norris won his first Formula One Drivers' Championship by securing the third place he needed in the season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The 26-year-old took the title by 2 points from Red Bull's Max Verstappen, who won the race to take his 8th victory of the year, one more than the Briton and his McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri. Now, more of that detail will be coming through with definitely Ruben on JMU Sports. But for now, Good Morning Uganda has just started, and welcome to the show. My name is Julie F. Nantaba. I am with Robert Chirabo Nyonyitono and Joan Murunji, welcoming you aboard and asking you to tag along. Let's have a good ride. It's one that we promise you, and indeed it's one that you will achieve as you watch UBC TV this morning, being inspired as we come to you live from Uganda, Kampala, the capital city, right here at Nile Avenue. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Julie, and of course your stewardess Joan and Moronji. Since you said it is an aircraft and the pilot is there, so I'm wondering your co-pilot or the steward here is okay. You are saying nodding in acceptance. Good morning to you, our viewers. I hope you had a splendid weekend. For those of you who got some sad news or lost loved ones, we are saying it's so unfortunate, but we keep praying so that things get better. You know, life is never a smooth journey. But Mondays are fresh starts and infinite possibilities. So rise up and attack the week or the day with a lot of enthusiasm. I'm in a happy mood, Julie, nice. Because of our members of parliament. You know, the East African parliamentary games going on. They started on 5th December. That was Friday. And so they have won all their opening.
Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo,
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondolo. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21#